Yo, what up? Yo, welcome back to Mike and Loda. We know we took a little hiatus, yo. It's been like a week and a half since we uploaded an episode. We had stuff going on. We people too. You know what I mean? Nah, but
Word.
we glad to be back, y'all. We got K Dub, we got King Pop, and it's your host Drew
Yo,
with y'all today. Now, today we switching it up a little bit. We did the wrestling stuff, we did the basketball. Today we're gonna go over some NFL questions. Now we're doing something a little different. K Dub and King Pop don't know the questions that I'm gonna ask, so this is like real genuine. We didn't have any time to think about these answers. Now, granted, being that we going into football, I don't watch football too much, but this season I'll catch up. So I'll be with y'all. You know what I mean? In a few episodes, but for this episode, I probably won't be too much into the conversation. But my first question: who is going to be the NFL champion this season? We're not doing a top five. We're not doing none of that. We're doing one team. You got to pick one.
Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. For the record, I'm saying Buffalo Bills just because I'm a Bills fan. I don't know how accurate that is, but
I'm gonna
okay.
say I'm gonna say Baltimore Ravens too.
Going to the Super Bowl, they winning everything?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
I got them
Okay.
going to the Super Bowl.
Against who?
Uh, Damn, that's a tough one, bro. NFC is look like the Eagles got it still until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts
Um,
is a dog.
I don't know. Is the 49ers are they getting their crew back? Is Brandon Ayuk coming back this season, Pablo?
Let me see. Who's the
George
quarterback?
Kittle? Oh,
Who's
they still
a
got Brock Purdy.
Okay, so we think the 49ers going to play the Ravens in the Super Bowl?
No, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm saying like if they get back to how they were,
Uh-huh.
they can give the Eagles some problems.
Okay. Do you think it'll be enough to get to a Super Bowl though?
Yeah, Ken. I mean, you seen what they did that season where I think it was the following season after the Eagles made the Super Bowl the first time and lost to the Chiefs. The following season, when the 49ers and Eagles matched up, it kind of looked like the 49ers delegitimized the Eagles' Super Bowl appearance because there are many that believe that if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt in the 2023 NFC Championship, that the 49ers would have been in the Super Bowl instead of the Eagles.
Okay.
So it
That's
kind of
fair.
like delegitimized the Eagles'
The
appearance.
Eagles run. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we do want to give credit to the team that are playing well. The Eagles are a very, very good team.
right.
There definitely were some injuries that the 49ers had. But I do want to give credit to the Eagles. They played well, regardless.
hmm
Brock Purdy definitely could have maybe changed that, but I think, the Eagles played well. What you think, Pop? Who are the Baltimore Ravens playing in the Super Bowl this season?
for me, um yeah, I see the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Guess we
You think
got
Jalen Hurts
them.
and the rest of the team's got enough to
Yeah, because they still have the same exact team from the Super Bowl. With Saquon coming off the start of the season, AJ Brown and um
Devontae.
yeah, Monte Smith. So and I feel like them winning the championship got put 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 like um give them more how I say
More confidence to
more
like
confidence, yeah, to like do it again. And yeah, so
Yeah, I definitely can see it happening. It seems like for the past 10 years or so, or at least 5 or 6 years. Like I remember like being in school in like 2018. I think it's when the Eagles won.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
Eagles
Yeah,
won
in
2018.
2018, and like that was like crazy, and every year after that, it almost feels as if they had some kind of chance. So, I mean, you never know. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the next question really quickly. Who is going to be MVP this season? Josh Allen is the returning MVP. He had a great, great season. Who do y'all think is going to be the MVP coming into this season?
let me see. For MVP.
Hmm. MVP this season.
Yeah, we'll do two candidates. Two candidates for MVP.
All right,
Is
two.
Josh
We
Allen repeating?
we get two each. All right.
Yeah,
I
yeah, two
mean,
picks.
repeating. I don't even think Josh Allen should have. He was deserving of the one he got last season, but I think Lamar Jackson's numbers were better,
Okay.
and I think he should have been a three-time MVP. But they didn't want to give it to him because of
It's
I don't know. It probably would have.
voter fatigue.
Yeah, that and it probably
Yeah,
would have looked bad on the NFL to have a three-time MVP never to have played in a Super Bowl.
True.
yeah,
True.
Um,
That is true.
yeah. So I'm gonna say next season's MVP. Damn. I'm gonna say Joe Burrow.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Joe Burrow. Uh,
Are you
dang,
saying Joe
that's
Burrow as well, King Pop?
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe
Okay.
Burrow for me. And
would you say a non-quarterback? Is there gonna be a non-quarterback player to win it next year? Like Barkley, can he like have that same kind of magic he had last season
what was
and
Yeah,
the
go for
Barkley
MVP?
who was the last MVP?
Barkley played his ass off.
Who was the last non-quarterback MVP? Was it Peterson
Let's see.
No,
when he
Peterson didn't win the MVP that year.
no
Did he? Wait, was it
he
Peterson?
did. It had to be because he that
Yeah,
year
Adrian Peterson in 2012.
He was the
that,
MVP.
Yeah.
that was the
The
last one
last
last
non-quarterback to win the NFL MVP award was Adrian Peterson in 2012
yeah
on
yeah
the Vikings.
damn
Wow, I thought he had won comeback player of the year. I didn't know he
he
won the MVP. I
he
forgot.
did win that too, didn't he?
He was the comeback player of the year that
I
same season.
believe he had won two awards that season because remember that the year before he was injured, right?
Yeah,
It's been 13 years since we've had a non-QB
13 years.
MVP.
and
That's a
Barkley
long
was
time.
almost the second. Almost, he could
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
been the second. I
Barkley
wouldn't have been
definitely
mad if
played
they
very
gave it.
well.
Yeah,
Definitely, definitely played well. It's always it seems as if every time Barkley's on the field, we see something electrifying. Um,
the only all right. So the only way I see a
but who do
non-quarterback
we?
winning
Okay,
is yeah, what's the name? I just have the name in my head. The one back from the Ravens,
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Yeah, he's the only other non-quarterback I can think of that could win MVP.
Yeah, but what if Barkley rushes for more yards than him again and more touchdowns? He would have to lead the league in rushing. He would have to get like somewhere of like 2,000 yards and like maybe 20 rushing touchdowns. And the Ravens got to be top of the division or top of the AFC for him to get that award. How many rushing yards he had last season? At least close to 2,000.
Yeah, let me see.
Derrick Henry.
yeah,
Yeah,
rushing
one
yards and
thousand nine
yeah,
twenty one. He was
One
almost
thousand nine twenty one, and Barkley
yeah,
had more than him
yeah.
because he was about to break the record if they didn't sit him out. He's about to break the single season
um,
rushing record if they didn't sit Barkley out, which probably would have won him the MVP.
he had 2005 rushing yards
Yeah,
in
and
2024.
they chose to sit him out.
hmm
Yeah,
he also
yeah.
he
My bad.
had 278 receiving yards. His total was 228.83 on the season.
All right.
Now, I think it's safe to say that a defensive player will not win the MVP. The
Will
last time
not
that
happen.
happened was in '86. That was Lawrence Taylor.
Mm.
Um, Safe to say that won't be happening. But yeah. So who are your guys' two picks? Saquon Barkley, excuse me, and Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow.
Nah, nah. I'm gonna just say Joe Burrow for now. I can't think of a second because I can't see Barkley having a similar season to what he had last year. Like running backs
Okay.
don't run for 2,000 back-to-back seasons. So no, I just got
Oh,
Burrow. He's my pick.
Okay. And you, Tupac?
yeah, Burrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see who ran for 2,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. When's the last time it happened? It happened. Oh, it's never happened in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, so I can't really see Barkley being an MVP candidate next year, even if he ran for
Mhm.
like 1,500.
Yeah. And Barkley's only the ninth guy ever in history to rush for 2,000 yards.
Mm.
You know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say Joe Burrow, and if he gets back healthy again, if I'm gonna say Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Christian McCaffrey if he gets back healthy again, because he had him and his team suffered from the Madden curse last year, so
That
he
is
didn't have
true.
a chance to do
That is true.
anything.
That is true.
He got on the cover, and that was it. His whole team, him and his whole team, was cooked.
Okay, cool. Now, who I know y'all just said Joe Burrow as the MVP, possibly, but who's going to throw for the most yards this year?
Mm.
Joe Burrow
Okay.
or Justin Herbert. That's my pick.
Okay. Justin Herbert. And how are we feeling about like some of these new? Well, let Pop answer the question first.
Let me see.
Also, Russell Wilson starting QB for the Giants. That was
Yeah,
I think
crazy. I didn't know that.
Josh Allen gonna throw for
more
Josh
yards.
Allen.
more. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair. Josh Allen is, the returning MVP. I imagine he's gonna have another good season.
Hmm.
I don't know that he's gonna have another MVP season, but it seems like he'll have another good season. Josh Allen has been good for a number of years in a row. Um,
yeah,
haven't exactly gotten to the Super Bowl, but they've definitely been a dangerous team.
Right.
Um, but we know that the referees are going to make sure that Kansas City gets to where they need to go. Anyway, uh, on on to the next question. All right, so how are we feeling about these new quarterbacks in the draft? So I see Jackson Dart went to. I mean, he'll be a
the
backup for Russell
Giants.
Wilson, obviously. But how do we feel about these new um, quarterbacks in the draft?
um, I
Who do we
really
think is going to be
like.
the best quarterback in that draft?
Oh
We
man,
got Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, and Tyler Show.
Jalen Milroe's on the Steelers or the Dolphins.
Milroe went to. Um, I'm sorry about the background
Seahawks.
noise.
The Seahawks.
Yo, I'm recording, bro.
Milroe's on the Seahawks.
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh wow, my bad. Um,
Says other names to watch include Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, and Riley Leonard.
Quinn
These are other
Ewers. Yeah, that's the dude from
QBs.
Quinn.
Texas.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a Miami. He's on the Dolphins.
Was Cam Ward the number
Um,
one draft pick?
I could see
he
him
was
playing.
to the
I
Titans.
could. Yeah. Damn, who's
Mm.
gonna be the best QB out of all those guys
Yeah.
this season?
Hmm.
I'm going to have to, by default, I'm gonna have to say Cam Ward.
Okay.
Although I don't think the Titans are gonna be very good this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if Shador Sanders he gets in there
Hmm.
and he starts doing things. But Cleveland, I don't know, they just have a bad reputation of having QBs and they don't look good. Like
Right.
it ruins
Yeah.
their
He's
career.
also a fifth round pick.
He's a fifth round pick and he's the fourth string quarterback right now. So he would have to wait for
Yeah.
the other three guys to flop. That's ahead of him.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I guess it's Cam Ward by default because he's the only one that's going to start right away. The Titans
yeah.
are like
I agree.
in
Because
a
We might
Sanders is
see
not
rebuild.
Jackson.
starting.
Yeah,
We might see Jackson Dart once this season.
Yeah, he's not
once.
starting right away.
Yeah, we might see
Um,
him one time this season.
Was he the third string, right?
Yeah, I think he's third string because they got
Winston.
Winston.
yeah, they got this other guy. They got two other guys though. They have Jameis Winston and Tommy DeVito,
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah,
who's
already on the team
from
last year.
last
He was
year.
yeah.
Yeah,
starting QB. Yeah, he was a quarterback last year. So last
he's
two
the
years
vet.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'm gonna say Cam Ward by default. That's
Okay, Ken
yeah by
Ward.
default.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
He was a Heisman Trophy winner, right? No, he didn't win the Heisman. My bad.
Nah, he's the
Travis.
number one draft pick, but they didn't get like a lot of media time. It's like that. Like I don't think he's talked about
No,
enough as a first round draft pick.
you know
So
it's funny. We see like Shador Sanders who went in the fifth round, and every time I see football media as far as these rookies go, it's about him.
yeah,
And I definitely think, his dad has a lot to do with it. I don't want to say that
hmm
he's a bad player or anything like that, but I do think that a lot of his success, as far as the media goes, can be attributed to his father. People are expecting a lot from him.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I agree. I think Cam Ward is going to be the best. He's the number one draft pick. There's a lot of big
Mhm.
expectations for him. So we'll see where he goes.
yeah.
Definitely going to be an exciting season for him. All right, so now we're going to get into rankings. So we're switching from current and we're going to do all time. Kind of introduce the viewers to where our mindset is.
Mhm.
So we want the top 5 franchises of all time.
Top five NFL franchises. All right. Uh, you want to go first, Pablo, or should I go?
You got
All right. Top five. I'm gonna say of all time. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wait, give me 1 second, guys. Give me one guys second. I'm having like some technical difficulties.
all right. Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right, cool. My brother called me and it like ruined everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yes, top 5 franchises of all time. All things considered, everything is on the table.
All
okay.
right.
Amount of championships, number of Hall of Famers produced, most winning, whatever. Top
I'm gonna
5
say.
franchises.
All right. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh Steelers. They still currently have the most Super Bowls of all time. Correct.
I can double check, but I believe so. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say Steelers. I'm gonna say Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
The history of the Eagles
It's the
is
Patriots and the Steelers.
oh yeah, sorry, the
Yeah,
Patriots. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Steelers, Patriots,
Hmm.
Chiefs, Eagles. That's four,
And
and the
Cowboys.
yeah, and the Cowboys. Oh wait, no. Let me take the Chiefs out. Let me take the Chiefs out and put the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 49ers and the Cowboys are tied for second with most wins ever.
right. So I got that's Patriots, Steelers,
Steelers. Cowboys,
49ers,
49ers.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good list. That probably would have been my list.
Uh,
Yeah.
um,
What about you, Pop?
for me, it's the Patriots,
Okay.
um, the Steelers, Patriots, Steelers, Cowboys, 49ers,
Um, hmm
and
Hmm.
I'm listening.
I said the Patriots, Steelers, Cowboys, and the 49ers.
And you missing a fifth.
I said, and
And the Dolphins? Got it. Thanks.
nah, chill. um, I'm gonna say, let's see, Dallas, 49ers, Patriots, Steelers.
Come on, say it. Go Birds. You know you have to say it. Go Birds. Or just say your Giants, man. Do something. You know it's the Eagles, bro.
I'm
They
gonna
have one
go.
of the biggest fan bases of all time, bro.
They do. The Eagles have a
Bro,
serious fan base,
our
bro. I
five is
think,
identical, bro. Those are the top five franchises in NFL history.
yeah, I think it's kind of
Yeah,
undoubtable, to be
They
honest.
tell
I
the
yeah,
think,
story of the
Eagles.
NFL, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
go
a great,
Eagles.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, yeah. Dallas, 49ers, Patriots, Steelers,
I know you was
Eagles.
trying so hard to say someone else other than the
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
can't be biased because the Giants. The Giants
the
been
Cardinals and the Bears
questionable.
are, I mean, I think the Cardinals and the Bears should be honorable mention just because they're like the oldest teams. They were like the
Yeah,
first two teams.
yeah.
Definitely honorable mention. But they
Yeah.
ain't winning like
Kansas
that.
Kansas City is right there on the outside looking in.
Okay.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, Kansas
yeah,
City, they have more Super Bowls than the Eagles. But I just think the Eagles is still a more historic franchise than Kansas City,
Definitely more
regardless.
iconic, I'd say. Their fan base is
hmm
crazy.
hmm
Yeah,
Everybody knows the Eagles. You don't even have to watch
exactly.
football to know the Eagles.
When the Eagles win, it looks like when the Knicks win a playoff game. When Philadelphia is pandemonium.
Yeah.
yeah,
It gets ridiculous.
Yeah. So our five is similar.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
cool. So we'll move on to the next question. And then after this question, this will be a quick one. We'll jump into a broader conversation about the NFL.
Okay,
So this question is who's going to be the best defensive player this season?
I'm gonna let you go first on that one, Pablo.
and, um, hold on. I feel
Jalen
like
Ramsey, maybe?
Steelers, on the Steelers. Yeah,
Who, TJ Watt?
no, Ramses. Jalen,
Oh,
Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey
Ramsey's he's on the
on the Steelers.
Steelers. I forgot. Damn, these dudes are moving
Yeah,
around crazy. You think he's the best defensive player in the NFL this upcoming season?
no, I think that has to be Miles Garrett.
Damn, that was gonna be my answer.
He's
I'm.
been
s-
dominating.
What was the
Miles
answer?
Garrett, Miles Garrett. He's
Miles
been
Garrett from the Cleveland
dominating.
Browns.
Okay.
Even though the Browns haven't been up and down or hasn't been that good season, hasn't been that good. But Miles Garrett has been like the only good part of the Browns. Like he has been dominating since he got to the league. So
For sure.
um,
For sure.
besides him, besides him, either T.J. Watt if he's not hurt, or Makai Parsons from the Cowboys
He's still a Cowboy for now.
for now. Um, so yeah, me yeah is Miles Garrett, T.J. Watt or Parsons.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say Miles Garrett. I agree with you on that. He's definitely my pick. He brings it every game. Plays hard every single game. One of the top edge rushers in the NFL.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
for
my pick,
sure.
Miles Garrett.
I'll be honest. They need to just suit me up, and it'll be me. You know what I mean? Give me a jersey. No, I'm only joking. So I do. Okay, so Miles Garrett is the answer. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a big guy. It's definitely gonna be hard to get around. Now this is like a larger question, and this is something that I've been wondering. So we have Travis Hunter coming out of college, where he played both
hmm
offense and defense. Now, from what I
yeah,
understand, the Jaguars have agreed to experiment with playing him on both ends of the floor. I think personally that this is a mistake. I don't know that football being such a contact sport is going to be feasible that they have one guy on the field for both offensive and defensive possessions. He's going to get hit a lot, whether it's on offense or defense. Fatigue is going to kick in. In my personal opinion, granted, I don't know a bunch about football, so bear with me. But in my opinion, I think he's not. He's gonna do one a lot worse than he's gonna do the other. There's no way that you're gonna fully commit yourself to defense for 4 downs and then go on the other side of the ball and play another 4 downs. Football is a very high intensity sport, and even with
yeah,
like those guys that are resting, like the offensive guys that are resting while the defense plays, and vice versa, the defense resting while the offensive guys plays. By the end of the game, they're exhausted, and I
yeah.
think that having a player that's going to play as many downs as he will potentially is going to be tough. I don't see it doing super well. I personally think he needs to just keep it traditional and stick on one side of the ball. Maybe I'll be wrong. Hopefully I will if he plays well. But I think fatigue is definitely going to be a thing. I think he was definitely doing well against those college guys, but the NFL is a very different. It's totally different. These
Hmm.
guys are
Yeah,
a lot bigger. You have guys like Miles Garrett who are gonna run you over. You have the Jalen Ramseys and people who can defend you. You have really, really good offensive players in AJ Brown. Um, who are going to make life extremely difficult for you, on defense. Excuse me. So I'm personally I'm not too sure how well he's going to do. I honestly don't see it happening too well. This being a professional team who's been an established franchise for a long time. Granted, the Jaguars are not great by any standard of the word, but I think him playing both offense and defense is not going to be great. But we definitely want some input from you guys.
um, but for me, I think they're gonna try to play him both sides in preseason game, but I don't think he's gonna be playing both sides during when the season starts. I
Yeah,
think
it seems like that's a halftime. Like if he plays half a game, fine. But
because as a rookie, he might be doing punt returns, kick returns, and being a receiver. So he's gonna be playing a lot on the field in general. So for him to be playing offense and defense and punt return and
mhm,
kick return is not ideal. Um, like he is gonna get gassed in a sense, and then injuries do play a factor too. Like if you get
sure.
hurt on defense, then you're not gonna be playing on offense. Like that's like you said, college is different. The whole like uh system is different in general. So
Yeah, it's a big change for sure.
yeah, so
I also just want to quickly mention, I think also your personal life. We won't get too into his personal life. Like we're not going to go into any details or anything like that. That's not the kind of podcast this is. We just talking about the sports. But I think your personal life does play a role in how you may or may not perform on the field. You know, I think coming from a home where everything is at peace makes it a lot easier for you to do your job. Um,
Yeah,
that's my personal opinion. It seems like things might be a little rocky. Again, we won't go into any details. It seems like things might not be all, you know, it might be a little trouble in paradise. Uh, but you know, I'm hoping that doesn't carry on into his play during the season. But yeah, I think home life definitely plays a big role. And hopefully, you know, a lot of these young guys, it's not super easy for them to get like the guidance that they need from older players or even people in their family. You know, you have these really young guys that are now seeing these really, really big checks, and now everybody needs something. So I think it's
yeah,
important for Travis Hunter, with as much controversy that was surrounding him and his personal life coming into the league. I think it's important that Travis Hunter has somebody like a veteran player or even somebody in his family that is looking out for his best interests, in
yeah,
a sense of, you know, what he needs to be doing and why he needs to be doing it.
yeah.
Okay. So I believe they have him listed as a second string corner this season, this upcoming season.
I believe so, yes.
I think a starting receiver, he's going to be starting at receiver and he's playing second string corner. So every game he'll play a couple snaps on the defensive side of the ball, which isn't that bad, while he's also playing on the offensive side of the ball.
Mhm.
I think he'll do okay at that position. He might shock a lot of people and actually be worthy of playing a lot more snaps than they're giving him on both
Yeah,
sides of the ball this season.
yeah,
Like
agreed.
that,
And like I said, hopefully he does well. You know, I'm not saying this to
yeah,
say not do it. You know, if he does well, he does well. And you know,
Yeah,
we're definitely pulling for him. He's the young guy, and we want to see him do well in the league. But I definitely, you know, my gut is telling me that that's going to be a really difficult thing to play. Like I feel if he's playing corner and he gets, or if he's playing receiver and he gets hit, you
he gets
know,
hit
and
hard.
he gets hit hard, and he's got to play defense in two downs. Like I think it's going to be a little more difficult.
yeah, definitely it would. But I mean, we seen Deion Sanders play two different sports. That's
True.
harder than playing two downs. I mean, both sides in football, wouldn't you say?
Now
Hitting a
was
baseball,
Deion Sanders playing these two sports in like at the same time?
yeah, I think when he was on the Falcons, he would be hitting a baseball during the week and then on Sunday play a football game. I think he's done it a couple
Okay.
times where he played like two games in a week, two different sports.
I think I don't want to talk badly about baseball at all, and that's not what this is for. But I think in terms of sports that are going to be like really high intensity and where you're constantly moving, I think we can agree that baseball is probably, depending on what you do,
Right.
is probably like the least physical taxing sport that if you're going to play another sport. Like if you were to play in the NBA and the NFL, that's insane. You're probably playing two
Yeah,
games a week. You're going to practice, and that is a game where you're constantly running, you're constantly bumping. Even in the NFL, like if you're an offensive player, you can sit during when the defensive team is on, and vice versa. So you get a little rest in between. But I think baseball is pretty low intensity in terms of consistently moving.
Hmm.
Um, And also, it depends on position. Like, I don't think you can be a quarterback in the NFL and at the same time pitch in the MLB. Your shoulder would be stitches, like every day. You would be in
Yeah.
stitches. But I think it definitely depends. I think maybe it wasn't a super taxing thing for Deion Sanders. Again, we're talking about one of the, you know, a professional athlete. This person's in the best shape of their life. I
yeah,
don't think baseball would have been as taxing on his body as if he would have played, you know, eight downs on each side of the field. I think
Right.
that would have been, you know, a little more
But
taxing, a little more
one thing you're
damaging.
missing about him playing corner is that sure he's playing on the defensive side of the ball, but you do know that as a corner in the NFL, sometimes the ball is not even thrown to that side of the field because you're
Sure.
locking
Yeah.
down and the quarterback could be like afraid to throw it to that side of the field. So it's like he's just doing cardio and then it's like
It's
back to
it's
offense.
it's a lot of cardio though.
It
It's a
is.
lot of cardio. We don't really see that from a whole lot of players again, besides like basketball players and soccer players, where it's like an hour and a half of just running the entire time. And for football players, it's almost unheard of. Um, I think because the contact is so, the liability of contact is so heavy is,
Yeah.
probably why they have defensive and offensive teams to kind of split the workload. Um, because again, I can't imagine that there's a receiver or corner or somebody that gets hit really hard and can get up and play on the other side of the field 2 or 3 downs later, or however many downs later.
Nah, right away. No, he'll probably skip that possession,
Gotta play.
and then
Gotta
Yeah,
maybe
he
move
would
play the
over
have to.
next
to.
one.
Yeah, he would
Yeah,
have to. Yeah.
it depends on
But that's the thing
how
too. If
hard
he
he
skips
gets
that
hit.
possession, if he skips
Right.
that defensive possession, does he then skip the offense?
No.
Because if not, then he'll play that offense and then play the next defensive possession. And who's to say he doesn't get hit again?
Right.
It gets too messy. It gets
But you
too
also got to
muddled and like
factor in. You also got to factor in which side needs him more. Like for the
true.
Jaguars, which
I
side
agree.
would you say needs him more? The offensive side or
Yeah,
defensive side?
I agree. I agree. That's what I was kind of getting at earlier, where I was saying I think he's definitely going to do one better than the other. I think maybe even subconsciously there's going to be one side of the field that he's giving a little more effort to, and who knows?
Yeah,
That could be game by game. That could be game by game. There could be a really good receiver on the other team, and and he's tasked with defending them, so he's focusing more on defense that game, and vice versa. It could be a not so good defensive player on a team, and he's tasked you know uh, with abusing that matchup. So he's
Right.
probably going to put more effort on offense. So I think definitely, uh, there's much to be seen. We hope he does well, but we never know. I think maybe he should pick one. But you never know. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he does well. But I think definitely picking one would probably be the safer choice too. I think the shorter time, the
Yeah, but he's
smaller
too
amount of
good,
time that
bro.
you're on the football field, the better.
He's too good though, man. He won the Heisman playing both sides,
I agree.
and he made
I
game changing
agree.
plays on both sides, man.
I
He's
just don't. I don't imagine that can be healthy for a person too playing that much football. It's a lot of like risk of getting hit a lot, and we've seen players who, and not to talk that far down the line, but we've seen players who play one side of the field and they have CTE and they have these disorders and they have constant headaches and they have trouble speaking and things like that. I think being on the field for more times puts you at higher risk of getting hit and developing these issues over time.
yeah,
Especially for a young guy, I think maybe he's doing almost double the work. So it's like, are we gonna get 10 years of football out of Travis Hunter? You know?
yeah.
yeah. That's remains to be seen. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully, he does well like he did in college, and we'll see.
Right.
Um, But that's gonna be it for tonight, y'all. Just a little short one for you guys. Just kind of us coming back. Our first football episode. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all every time y'all tune in. But if there's anything y'all want us to talk about, anything y'all want us to discuss, any questions y'all have for us, let us know. It don't even got to be sport related. Whatever y'all want to talk about, let us know. Put it down below, and we'll see if we talk about it. But it's been real, y'all. It's been Big Juke,
Peace.
King Pop, K Dub. Y'all already know, man.